Hey, Grand Rising. It is Monday, February 23rd, 2026. Cheers. This light's driving me crazy. I don't know why it's shining so much, like, across me. I don't know. Maybe it's a spirit thing. I don't know. But the sun is extra today. So, it's Monday, February 23rd, 2023. Oh, jeez. Monday, February 23rd, 2026. So, I'm up and trying to get motivated to do things, and I can be motivated to do things. I got motivated to begin the dishes earlier. I didn't do any dishes like yesterday, not one, because I didn't want to, so I didn't. And I let the husband cook with whatever was clean, and if he needed something extra, then you know how to wash dishes. So that's what I did. I didn't do a freaking dish at all yesterday. And even last night, I looked right at him. I said, all of this stuff, it's all going to be here in the morning because Misty's not doing anything else tonight. It was like 9-10 o'clock last night. I'm like, I'm not doing any of this tonight. I'm not staying up for another 2 hours to do any of this. And I say that back here because it's all back here. I've done some dishes this morning, but not a lot. And that's okay. I can, take and do as I will. I am today going to be mixing up cookie dough to make penis cookies. And I'm going to be making two different doughs, buttermilk dough and sugar cookie dough. So, because my one friend wants sugar cookies and my sister wants buttermilk cookies that are flavored with anise, A-N-I-S-E. Anise, it's a flavoring. It's a flavoring. It's what is flavored. Black licorice is anise flavored. That is the specific flavor. But in a cookie, it tastes totally different. I think it does anyway. Like, I can't stand black licorice Twizzlers. I can't stand black licorice jelly beans. But these cookies with the anise flavoring are phenomenal. I don't know if it's muted, like the flavor is muted because of the flour and stuff in it, but to me it's more tolerable than black jelly beans and black licorice. So, if you're interested in cookies, like I was just describing black licorice and jelly beans, but the cookies are phenomenal. So if you would like penis cookies, that's what's on the docket this week. Penis cookies. Maybe some brownies-ish, maybe, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I have this new pan my aunt gave me, and it's got these little squares. It's specifically a brownie pan for making individual brownies. So that might be on the agenda at some point in the near future as well. Put that up. Before I decide to dump my coffee all over the place, I'm not going to do that today. Push it away so I don't spill it. So, I'm up and just trying to be motivated with myself, and that's okay. I can do that. I wasn't overly motivated yesterday. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe it's just, the whole ear thing that I was dealing with. Maybe still not feeling good. I went and took a nap yesterday afternoon because sometimes in the middle of the day, these days, I need a nap. One of my children called me the other day and he's like, "Oh, you want to talk for a little while?" I'm like, "No, I'm going to go take a nap." He's like, "You're old now." I'm like, "No, I'm just tired and I need a nap." He's like, "Oh, that's bullshit." And I said, I'm going through menopause, which was triggered by grieving, and I'm still grieving. So yeah, I'm fucking tired. So if I need a nap in the afternoon, that's what I'm going to do, because it's important for me to recognize what I need for myself and not to continuously overdo myself just to please others or even just to please myself. Like, there are times when my husband says, "Maybe you could use a nap." And I'm like, "No, I don't want a nap. What I want to do is get things done." But then I eventually take a nap anyway because I know my body needs it. Even on the days when I really don't want a nap, I know it's so weird to not want a nap. On the days that I don't want a nap, I probably should be taking a nap. And that's weird. And on the days that I don't want to happen, I want to get stuff done. Yesterday, I did start my emotional support pickles. But before I started them, I decided to roll my yarn up into a cake of yarn. So it was like a whole big skein of yarn that you buy from the store. And I took it and I rolled it up into the cake of yarn, which is satisfying in and of itself. I absolutely love it. But by doing this also, it's a little easier for me to do 2 pickles at the same time, or 2 of anything at the same time. One yarn comes from the middle. One yarn comes from the middle of it, and the other one comes from the outside of it. So, wrap that back up so it's not all over the place. So that's what I got done yesterday, and that's really all I got done yesterday. I didn't do anything else. I got a nap done, I got sleep done, I got different things done. By the way, here are the fronts, the faces of my emotional support pickles. That light's driving me crazy. I did get the cheeks on, so you can't hardly tell the cheeks are there. The little pink cheeks. Either way, so I'm up and I'm doing that and just figuring out different things to do with whatever opportunities are provided to me. And sometimes I just sit back and do nothing. Sometimes I just, in fact, this morning, Grandma and Mom didn't work today, which is fine. They were, going around doing different things. I'm kind of grateful I'm still here because I'm grateful I'm still living with Grandma, because not only are there like literal physical people in our area that like to use Grandma for whatever she's worth, but also Grandma likes Facebook. So Grandma likes to order things from Facebook. And Grandma needs to know that some things on Facebook aren't true, aren't actual, and you get scammed. So I am here also in these moments to help Grandma recognize, hey, probably shouldn't order it through here. Let's go through a more trusted site and see if they got it first before we go ordering through Facebook, which is a thing that we have to pay attention to. And not just for me, but for everybody out there, not just for Grandma, but for everybody out there. There are things you're going to see on the Book of Faces that are not true, that are just out there to take your money and not ship you whatever it is you ordered. This morning it was sheets with they were made with a silver lining or a silver something in it. The sheets are made like that. So that's what she wanted. And so I said, hey, and she will call. I'm glad she does. I'm glad she says, Misty, come here, check this out. Because I go and I check it out and I'm like, whoa, before we hit order now on Facebook, how about we go to Amazon or somewhere else, Google, and look it up to see if we can get it from a more trusted place. So that's what we did. We ordered it from Amazon this morning. They'll be here tomorrow. So I am her purchasing buddy. Like, I don't make purchases for her. I don't tell her what she needs. I don't tell her what she doesn't need. I just say, if you want it, let's go to a more reputable source to get what it is you feel like you need. So, and that could be helpful to others that are helping care for their grandparents or whatnot. And that we have to pay attention. We have to be vigilant and not letting our grandparents get scammed. So not only am I not going to get scammed, my grandmother is not as well. Because she's going to be 86 this year. So she's not all on the up and up of the internet. She knows there's things that she knows exactly how to do. And that's all. Like before I even started living here, and she was trying to figure out her computer, and she's always been trying to figure out her computer. I have to write down exactly, do this, do this, do this. Not that she's stupid, because she's not a stupid person, but she just doesn't get the whole internet thing. And I get it. It's okay. Love you, Grandma. But I have to write out the instructions or say, hey, this, and I've repeated my instructions so much that she knows without asking me these days. But in the beginning, she couldn't figure it out, which was fine because I could. And that's what I did, is I helped her figure it out as well. She's even got one of them smartphones that she likes to scroll through. She sees, ooh, Misty, look. Can we order that? Yes, Grandma, let's look for somewhere else to order it from. So, and she sends me recipes, and she sends me the cute little videos, and she sends me different things. So, Grandma's Grandma, and she'll do it, and it's okay. So, maybe that's why I'm here still. is to help grandma not get frauded by the internet as well as other people. So I'm up just trying to reorganize myself, and I want to be up and actually doing stuff today. But before I do that, I need to go shower this. I need the hot water to just drench me with shower vibes. It's the whole thing with my ear and stuff, and then it's going into my nose, and I'm extra snotty, and it tastes funny. So I need to get in the shower. I need to let that water just shower over me. And the hot water will help release all the stuff that's continuously, incrementally dripping out, the stuff that continues to, let's release a little bit more. So she's a little bit more snotty right now. So it's going to release the hot shower, the hot water will release all of that, and I will spit it out in the shower. So that's what I need today. Before I begin anything else, that's what I need today. So maybe you need that today as well, just to get in the shower and let that water just run all over you. There's a reason I tell you all these things. It's not because I need it, but maybe you need a hot shower to release all of the crap that's still stuck in here from the winter. I know it's still technically winter, and we got fresh snow yesterday. We got fresh snow over the weekend. A lot of people got fresh snow over the weekend. So, but you can still get in the shower and even in the bathtub, when I'm in the bathtub, and I will put my face in the water and let that, it's an Epsom salt bath, but I put my whole face in the water and I blow bubbles. I take a deep breath, put my face in the water, I blow bubbles out because I can. And that also helps release all of that stuff. I just let it soak, letting my face soak in the hot water. So you could need that for yourself as well. I don't know what you need in your life. I just know what I need in mine. So on a Monday, find your things to feel grateful for. Today, I'm grateful that I seem to have a good attitude today. I seem to be up and feeling a little bit better today than I have all weekend. And I seem to be just breathing a little bit better. I don't know why. I don't know how. I'm still grieving. I'm still doing things. I'm still pissed every time I look at my blanket and think there's a reason I have my fucking blanket. And it makes me angry. But I also know that in the middle of that making me angry, I cannot give in to my anger, because that will, 1, harm my body, 2, make me even angrier because now I'm angry and I don't know what to do with it, and 3, I won't do anything else. I'll just sit here and be angry and stew in my own stew pot of anger, which is not fun for me. So I'm grateful that I can get up and move through it and move past it, even just if it's just a smidgen of an angry feeling. And I get that, where I'll be walking along, driving along, and I'm like, "Urgh," and it's just a smidgen, like a half second, "Urgh." But that's enough to throw you into a frenzy of being angry. Even that it made my whole body just break out in a smidgen of a sweat, just in that moment. So just pay attention to your body and what you need for yourself. You're not always going to know what you need, and that's okay. You can be grateful that you have the ability to figure it out, though. So also, I am grateful that my heart is beating. I'm grateful that my hands are doing different things. I'm grateful that I have the ability to get up and think about different things. I'm grateful for the ability to be grateful. I'm grateful for the ability to be grateful, because not everyone can find that gratitude within themselves. They are a non-gratitudal. They're a person who does not show any gratitude for anything. So if you're a person that doesn't have any gratitude for anything and doesn't know how to begin being grateful and they don't have any clue, if you're one of those people, that's okay. You can be grateful that you can wipe your own ass even on a Monday, and you do a good job, because some people, yes, they will wipe their own ass, but they don't do a good job and they still smell like shit. Kind of like their opinions. You know what opinions are like. Everybody got one and they all stink. Sorry, not sorry. Because an opinion is just that. It's your personal view. And just because, my opinions, They don't matter to anybody else. My opinions matter to me. Your opinions matter to you. If you're doing something in your life I don't like, I'm going to keep my opinion to myself. But others will think that their opinion is so important that they've got to tell you what they think about what you're doing. I think you're a shitty person. That's what I get told. I'm not telling anyone else that. I'm saying that's what I get told from ungrateful, very extremely opinionated people. Because opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one and they all stink. I left the asshole word out just a minute ago, but that's okay. I'll use it. I don't give a shit. Getting stuff done. So, but others will come right up to you. Maybe even give you a present, a gift. Here's what I think of you. Here's my opinion of you, and I needed you to know what I think of you. What you think about yourself, Buttercup. Because that's more important than what you think about me. Promise you that. So, moving on. Be your own magic, find your own magic. Sometimes your own magic is in paying attention to your body and getting your body what it needs to be better for yourself. Today, it's me paying attention to my body, and I need a shower, and I need one of those non-interrupting, like, make sure everybody's gone to the bathroom, nobody's going to interrupt me. That's the kind of shower I need. I don't need anyone knocking on the door. I don't need anyone opening the door. I don't need any of that. I need, do your bathroom business so I can be left alone. And I'm kind of like in that mode right now where that's just where I want to be, is just by myself, be left alone. Don't touch me. Don't talk to me. And you can be that way and not be a shitty person. I can be that way and not be a shitty person. I've been texting my girlfriend all morning. I can be a leave me alone person and still text my girlfriend all morning long. It's okay. And unpacking some, childhood drama in the middle of texting. It's fine, So, sometimes that's your magic, isn't just being by yourself, being left alone. Leave me be. Let me do my thing. Sometimes, in order to get that insight that you need, the magic you're looking for in a Be Your Own Magic, Find Your Own Magic segment of my video, the magic that you're looking for is silence for 30 fucking minutes. Silence. No one saying, hey, but, and ooh, but, and hey, what about, no. 30 fucking minutes. I used to only ask for 5, and I couldn't even get 5 minutes by myself. So sometimes asking for 30 minutes out of other people is excessive. And they're like, whoa, what do you mean you need 30 minutes to yourself? I need you over here doing this, and this. No, I just need 30 minutes to myself, because sometimes getting that 30 minutes to yourself of whatever it is, silence, if that's what you need, some silence, nothing, no. In fact, I've heard that if you really want to find the magic and some insight into your own brain and your own mind and how it works, if you want that insight, then 30 minutes is the basic minimum you need to begin getting that insight. Because 10 minutes into a 30-minute be quiet session won't get you anything. 20 minutes into a 30-minute be quiet session won't get you anything. It's going to get you thoughts. And those thoughts are important, yes. But you think the thought and you think, nope, I'm going to put that thought away. And then you think another thought and you think, nope, I'm going to put that thought away. And you continue to keep putting your thoughts. A thought's going to come in. If you don't want to pay attention to it, you don't have to. You put it away. Have a piece of, where is it? Have a piece of paper and a pen right in front of you. And if you are in the middle of your 30-minute be quiet session for yourself that you need for yourself, which is something I need soon, because I don't think that I've ever done that before, other than when I've been in the shower and no one's interrupted me. By the end of the shower, I'm having epiphanic thoughts. Don't know where they come from, but I'm having epiphanic thoughts. It's that whole 30-minute thing. I don't know why it's a time limit like that, but it kind of is. I need to drink a coffee. But if you choose to not do your 30-minute be quiet session in the shower, and you're sitting if you're sitting at a table, sitting somewhere, have a notepad and a paper or a pen next to you. So when a thought comes in, you're like, ooh, I need to pay attention to that thought, but I don't need to pay attention to it right now. Feel free to stop, write it down, and go back into being quiet. And you got another thought that comes in. If you don't want to pay attention to that thought in that moment, write it down. Put your pen down, go back to your 30-minute quiet session, you know? So until a thought comes along, you're like, ooh, why have I never thought of that? Because you haven't been quiet enough to listen to yourself, to find the magic within yourself. Be your own magic, find your own magic. Also, moving on, be your own sunshine. Whether tomorrow's promised or not, whether it's successive from outside or not, doesn't matter, because your own sunshine comes from within. And sometimes I'm not sunshiny, and sometimes I'm too sunshiny. So, you know, there's a balance that I haven't figured out yet. I don't know if anyone else has figured it out, but I haven't. And sometimes we don't know what the balance is for ourselves. I can't tell you how to balance your shit because I don't even know how to balance my shit. So, Grand Rising Dana. So, yeah. But it's important for you to be good enough for you. Part of the things I was talking about with my girlfriend this morning was how I was raised and how when I would get mad that the person, the stepdad, the adopted dad, whatever you want to call him, that person would continue to degrade me to the point, it made him laugh hysterically. He was having a grand old time making me feel like shit. The person that raised me was having a grand old fucking time making me feel like a total pile of dog shit. And the more I cried, the more I pulled my hair out, the more I beat my head against something because I couldn't make this person stop. The more he did it, the more I did this, and the more he laughed, the more he enjoyed himself. But I couldn't stop crying, pulling my hair out, or screaming, or beating my head against something. I couldn't stop because he kept doing it. So he kept putting it on me, and I kept crying and giving him exactly what he wanted. I kept giving him what he needed to feel good for himself. And sometimes you got to move through it and move past it to get your own sunshine even after the fact, which is not an easy fucking thing to do. But I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there for people because they too have had their own bullshit in their childhoods that have happened. And sometimes it's not easy to move through that. It's not easy to forgive for the past bullshit. It's not easy, but it is possible. And I know it's possible, which is why I put it out here that it is possible because I have done that. Am I going to let that stuff affect me now? No. But it affected me then, which also prompted me to be the person I am now. Did I wish it didn't happen? Yes. Did it happen for a reason? Probably. He was an idiot. That's probably the reason. That's the reason I'm going to go with anyway. And he's not here to defend himself, and he never will be again because he passed away quite a few years ago. I want to say maybe in 2019 he passed away. Yeah. I don't care because he caused me so much bullshit from the time he met my mom all the way through the time he passed away. Total shit on Misty. I can't deal with that. So, yeah, we all, Dana, a lot of us have gone through that stuff. And how do we deal with it? How do we move past it? How do we move through it? How? I don't know how, other than, sometimes to find my peace, I have to do the forgiving of others. And it doesn't matter that he's not here for me to forgive. That doesn't matter. What matters is that I forgive him for not knowing better. I don't forgive what he did to me, and I never will. I forgive him for not knowing better because he was raised in a manner that was unforgiving. So when I had to go pick up my own switch, when I had to get the belt, when I had to get soap in the mouth, when I had to get all of this other stuff that he was doing to me, I needed to be grateful that I wasn't beat with a broom. I needed to be grateful that I wasn't being beat with a coat hanger. I needed to be grateful for not being beat with an extension cord. Those are the things that he had. So then me getting the belt, the switch from outside on the lilac bush, which those are not heavy switches. Those are really light and feathery and whip. So I needed to be grateful for all of the things that he was doing to me because it wasn't what was done to him. And so when I'm in the middle of doing my forgiving, I'm forgiving him not knowing better because he wasn't treated better. He was treated like total dog shit as well. And he just didn't know how to switch it up and fix it. Me, in the beginning with my older children, I didn't know how to switch it up and fix it. But I have learned through a lot of different things how to switch it up and fix it so I'm not still that person. And it's a hard thing to do. I'm not going to say it's an easy, skipping along the path type of thing to do. It's not. You got to get deep. You got to get down. You got to get into your shit to figure it out. And you know what's on the other side of that? Sunshine, which is what I was talking about anyway. I know, sometimes I go really deep before I bring it back out. And I wasn't always my own sunshine. I was probably angry 99% of my life. And I'm not anymore. I can be if I want. I threaten to. Don't make me, because I will. I know how. But I choose not to. And that is the difference between me and a whole bunch of other people, is I choose to be different than what I was raised to be, which was a narcissistic. That's all I have. That's the only word I have. Narcissistic. That's what it is. It's a narcissistic. Whatever. So, recap. Find your things to feel grateful for in your own life. Be your own magic, find your own magic, and be your own sunshine. And you may have a lot of work to do before you can get to those things. That's okay. If you can't figure it out right now, that's okay. Take some time to yourself. Do what you got to do. And if you're working or you're doing stuff, then find another time, another opportunity for you just to be with you. You are an important person too. You are an important person too. So take that time for yourself. And if someone else says that's a stupid thing to do, then you don't need that negativity in your life. So that's all I got. I hope everyone can have a great Monday. It's sunshiny here. So I hope it's sunshiny where you're at as well. Go and absorb that vitamin D. Even if it's through the window while you're doing the dishes, you can still absorb that vitamin D. That's all I got. Everyone have a great day. Stay out. Love you, girl.